Don't know if we're streaming or not yet. There we go.
Ready. Click here to start streaming. Okay.
Hey guys.
Hello.
I'm like playing the introduction right now. I don't know if it's playing or not playing because I'm not seeing it on our screen. There it goes. Oh my gosh, we're very small right now. I don't know. There we go.
Hello.
Should get bigger soon. Hi, is anybody out there? Oh, RV Daydream. Hello, Mike or Heidi or both.
Hello.
Are we still, there we go. I have to fix that. How you guys doing today? We got a significant delay. Look at that. It's like, it's a lot worse than it was.
2 minutes.
It's not 2 minutes, but.
Well, chat away.
I'm just waiting to see how long that delay is. We have a very long delay tonight for some reason. Don't know what is going on. Well, as you can see, we still have our same set with the wonderful
Filing cabinets.
the filing cabinets, yes, behind us. So I've been working all day on a bunch of stuff, getting that intro to actually work with this, and I think it might have slowed some things down. So didn't have a chance to move everything over to our theater, because I think that's where we were going to do our broadcast in the future from. It is a broadcast. It's a live stream.
Yeah.
Yes, we're broadcasting to the world.
The President of the United States is watching us tonight? Or you're watching the President?
Oh. Oh, by the way, I just saw before we started doing this, he's extended to April 30th now, or April 28th or something, where nobody's there. Everybody's like supposed to stay in their house until the end of April now. I know. Yep.
Hi, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
How are ya?
How you doing?
Long time no hear.
That's right.
Hi, Small Blocks.
Hey, how's it going?
Happy Sunday. I don't know about everyone else, but it's kind of gray and rainy. Thought it was
Yeah.
going to be sunny and nice, but it didn't happen. Anyway, what are you going to do?
Glad you guys could make the live stream tonight. Sorry about I'm not like saying anything. There's a long delay while I'm looking at all of the chat coming up, and it's really throwing me off. Not like last weekend.
No, just do your thing. Talk about what you want to talk about.
So anyway, I was gonna wait until a couple more people got into the room. We were gonna do a announcement for our big summer trip. Mike and Heidi from RV Daydream have talked about it a couple of times on their channel already, and I figured we would throw it into one of our live streams as well. We don't know if it's going to happen still. We're going forward planning like it is going to happen, but again, we don't know. Everything's up in the air right now. Oh, they got a nice day. So you stole all of our sunshine out in Ohio, huh?
That means we'll have it tomorrow.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow too, isn't it? I don't know.
I don't know. Usually whatever they have, we'll have the next day.
Yeah, usually. Let's see, what's it supposed to... yeah, partly sunny tomorrow, high of 63. Oh, and look at this. It was supposed to hit 70 today, and now it's a high of 59 today, so...
Well, Mike and Heidi took our 70s, I guess.
Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it. How are you guys doing over there on the Eastern Shore?
Well, I guess it was just Carroll County that was crappy. Was it crappy for you, Small Blocks? Because it was crappy for us. The weather, anyway.
Well, he's not very far, so I think he has the same weather that we do.
For him too.
Yeah, well,
It
yeah.
was just over our house. That's a problem.
I don't know, Small Blocks, did you get to see our vlog that we put out this morning? Or late this morning, early afternoon? I don't know when I put it out. I was up until 4:30 last night working on that. Nice, it's 70 there, it's 70 on the Eastern Shore. What's going on here? We're like sandwiched in the middle of all this good weather.
It's all right, we'll get it eventually.
It's the price you pay when you live at 1,000 feet above sea level sometimes. Gives us all the heavy snowstorms too.
And that is why we moved here.
Yes, way back when. Now I want sun and heat, hot temperatures. Yeah, we know that, Chuck. Keep saying. Yeah, we figured we would have been on at least one, maybe two camp trips by now.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you guys have to cancel anything for April? Did you have anything planned? Last week I had mentioned that Granite Hill in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania was closed, but they've changed, Governor Wolf in Pennsylvania changed the ruling, so campgrounds can be open, but they have restrictions. So April the 4th, Granite Hill does open, but there's a few restrictions, so we might be able to go camping, but we'll see.
Yeah, unless all this stuff gets worse and worse.
No, stop being such a pessimist.
I'm not being a pessimist. By the way, it's literally a minute lag right now. I don't understand that.
Hi, vacation.
Hey, Anna, how you doing? Glad you could make it.
You too?
Good to see you, sort of. Your little icon. Hey, Anna, check the shirt out.
This is the first day he's worn it. He took the tags off this morning.
I took the tag off today.
That's funny.
How's the weather out there in Minnesota?
Minnesota.
See, it's like almost a minute delay. I don't know why. Everything's set up the same. I do not know.
You need to talk to her. You need to talk.
Yes, I know. I was just looking for some questions to come through. Had 2 trips planned, but one closed. The other we just decided not to go. Hello, Michelle. This is Marie. How are you boys? How are the boys? I can't read. Hey, Casey Carr. How you doing?
Hi, Casey.
Hope everything's okay out there for you out in Oregon.
Yep, sorry to hear about your loss.
Anna says it's rainy, but okay. Like the live stream, have you been feeling okay? Yeah,
We're all good.
yeah, we're good. We're just getting kind of stir crazy, being 2 weeks.
Poor Connor. You know, 17-year-old boy doesn't really want to be around his parents 24/7.
Nope. No, he
And he
doesn't.
has been, and he's like, please, can I just go for a drive? Can I go to Walmart? Can I go see a friend? And we keep telling him no.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. By the way, I see a lot of familiar faces, but if you're new to our channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. We're working our way to 1,000 subscribers. And actually this week we plan to have, we promise, I will have it out by Wednesday because we have so much time on our hands. We're gonna do our 500 subscriber giveaway video and check that out. Make sure that you put a comment down for what prize you'd like to have. We were talking about it on our last live stream. We'll explain it in that vlog. But we're going to go ahead and do it. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have like probably a 2-week period to let people see the vlog, maybe subscribe to the channel if they're not subscribed, because you will have to be a subscriber to the channel in order to participate. And then we'll do a drawing. And we haven't decided yet whether we're going to record it or whether we're going to do it live. Yes. Thank you, RV Daydream. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on this live stream. It helps. Maybe push it a little bit further to the top of 50 billion people that are streaming right now.
Right.
Because there have been a lot of live streams lately. A lot of live streams. I can't keep up with them all.
So yeah, we had a trip scheduled for April. We were going to go to North Carolina.
Yeah.
And, for camping, and that got canceled. That was a state park, right? State?
No, it's a national forest. Oh. Yeah, it was the Uwharrie National Forest. And actually, when we did the live stream last weekend, we were talking about it, and that was one of the trips that we were looking forward to, because everybody that was participating in it was going to still, we were all planning on going. But the federal government, they shut it down. I don't know why. I guess, I don't know. I don't know why.
They don't want people gathering.
Yeah, I guess groups. That's probably what it is. But anyway, we were disappointed about that, because that would have been the first big trip. I do have my glasses on. Yes, I did. I was very lazy today. I did not put my contacts in.
Did you brush your teeth?
I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it doesn't seem like I did, but I did. I literally did it like a half hour ago.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, and I was scrambling to set this up, because I have to set it up every time we shoot this, and I was working on some other videos, or actually a video that I'm going to show shortly. If we can hit 10 concurrent viewers, I will play it. At that point, I will play it.
Oh,
and,
okay.
yeah.
So it's a surprise.
Yeah, it's a big surprise.
We're at 8. If we get 10,
yeah,
we'll
we need 2 more, and we only have 2 likes so far. I tell you what, if we get to 8 likes, we will play the video, even if we're not at 10 concurrent viewers. So please hit the like button.
So yeah. So I was curious, is anybody working on any side projects or anything fun that you've found the time to work on? I like to do crafting and cards and stuff. It's kind of a big waste of time and money, but you know, I've been sitting doing that a lot when I should be doing like housework. But
yeah.
Don't say yeah, like I should.
No. I mean, you have a lot of fun with that. No, you shouldn't be doing housework. You've been doing housework a little bit.
I
of
do.
it. And so have I, sort of.
So, yeah.
Today wasn't a good day to do anything.
You guys been doing any projects? Let us know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Interested to know.
Well, we lost
That's great.
lost a viewer. They just as that gets there, I'm out of here. Oh my goodness, we just lost another viewer.
Whatever.
We might wind up playing this
We're just gonna do it anyway.
at 5. Yeah, we'll be sure to play that video coming up shortly. Hopefully it'll work.
So Anna, I hope everything's still looking positive for April 2nd. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about you.
Yeah, we've been thinking about it.
Extra naps on your days off. Is this Heidi? Because I don't really think you get many days off, Heidi.
Yeah, you don't, do you? We were watching you last night on that live stream. And was it last night or night before last? All the days are like blurring together for me. Does anybody like know what day it is or what day of the week it is? Because I sure don't. Today feels like a Monday or a Saturday or something. I don't know.
Well,
It's just like...
I'm keeping track because I work Monday and Friday. Should I say that? I shouldn't say that.
Probably not. I don't know.
Never
What
mind.
difference does it make? What difference does it make? Yeah, so she's still...
Fox Boss.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
I think I said a cuss word or something.
No, that was... Oh, trying to get it to 10, huh? Thanks a lot, Mike. So yeah, we've been doing stuff around the house. We, if you saw the vlog from today, we lifted our sidewalk up out front, and we still have a little bit more work to do with that. Backfill it, and then there's another section of the sidewalk that we have to lift up. And I wanted to do it today, but the weather just didn't cooperate. And it's muddy. It's muddy.
It is muddy.
I didn't want to get muddy. Anyway, so I was working on the vlog from this past week. I started on it. I had nothing done at like 11 o'clock last night, and I had to gather up all the video footage and put it into the computer, and then I started editing it. And oh my gosh, by the time I lifted my head up from the computer over here, it was like 4 o'clock, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I rendered it out, and then it was it took like 30 minutes because I realized that I shot a lot of the video on my AX700 in 4K mode. So I was editing in 4K video, which made everything go so much slower. So, and I'm kind of tired today because then I went up to bed and I slept maybe 3 hours, and then I woke up, and then I fell back to sleep, woke up again like at 11. So I've had like 4 hours, 5 hours of sleep today. Yeah. You went to bed late too.
I did, but I slept till almost noon, so that's pretty pathetic.
Yeah. It is pathetic. Starting to get like me. Well, we did have 9, I think, so now we're down to 8. Now we're 7. All right, I tell you what we're going to do. We are going to play this animation that we did for our this trip that we have coming up, and we'll talk about it as it's playing. If this works. Don't know if it's going to work, so bear with us.
He's a techie.
All right, here we go. Now we're going to have to watch it over here because... Yep. So this is about our Pirate Land meetup coming up here in July, and July 10th through the 17th, if everything comes together and the stupid virus thing works its way out. So these are some pictures of the place that we're going to be visiting, Pirate Land, and looks like a pretty nice place. Hold on a second. Is this looking for something? So we're going to be down there with RV Daydream and Herbie and his family. And there's just some things coming up now that you can do while you're down at Myrtle Beach if you've never been to Myrtle Beach. Michelle and I have never been to Myrtle Beach. So we're really looking forward to this trip, and we are hoping and praying that it actually will come together and we can actually do it. But kind of up in the air right now. And if you want to join us, you can make reservations now. You have until the end of April to completely cancel it and get a 100% refund. After that, you have up until 14 days before... Ooh. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. So you have until 2 weeks before your arrival date, and then it's a $25, or between April, the end of April and 2 weeks out, it's a $25 cancellation fee. And then inside of 14 days, it's a $25 cancellation fee and 1 night's stay. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we'll just let it ride until the end of June.
Yeah.
Because if, you know, if things aren't looking better by the end of June, we probably won't have the money to go anyway.
That's true. Very true. Sorry for crunching ice.
Your mother will be very disappointed.
I know. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching. So
anyway,
this delay thing is like really bothering me. And I've never seen the stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's exit full screen over here and see what happens. See if that message goes away.
we need to talk.
I know, you can talk too. You want to do this thing that you put together?
7 people on. I don't think so.
Well, it's bouncing between 7 and 8 people.
You can do it.
All right. We'll do it in a minute. Hey, Anna, are you still with us? If you are, this isn't RV related, but I'm hearing from some channel sources from Universal Studios that Halloween Horror Nights 30 is probably going to get canceled this year because they're not able to work on the sets that need to get done, because all of that stuff needs to be being worked on right now. So it looks like, you know, if we were going to plan a trip for that, it's not going to happen anyway, which is kind of a bummer.
Well, maybe they'll push it back.
It's Halloween though. I mean,
I know, but you know, they have all this scary stuff all year round now.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking if they, well, every month that they get behind, it's a month they have to push back. Otherwise, they're just going to put stuff out and it's not going to be the way they wanted it. And then it's going to suffer.
Yeah.
The sets are going to suffer, you know, all that stuff.
I don't know.
So,
what do you think, Anna? They can push it back to, you know, they have stuff around Valentine's Day. So.
Yeah, that's right. Valentine's Day haunts. So yeah, she's showing a sad face. I know. It's. Oh yeah, Mike said the stream looks okay there. Cool. So anyway, that's basically what we got today. We were talking in the last live stream about doing murder mystery stuff, or just mystery stuff in general. I wanted to do the missing person stuff, and obviously we're not going to do it in this stream because I didn't do any planning for it. So maybe in the next one that we'll put something together if people are interested in that. And we're gonna, you know, just keep making vlogs around the house because that's all we can do.
Isn't that exciting?
Oh, and I got some new equipment for the camper that I want to install, and I wanted to. Hey Herbie, how you doing?
He just woke up from his boredom nap. I almost took one. I woke up at noon, and it was like, I don't know, 4:45, and I was like, yeah, I could fall asleep. I was like, that's sad. I got up. I said, no, you're not falling asleep.
Yeah.
But then my neighbor called and asked for a roll, so I packed up a roll in a baggie, and then she knocked on my door, and I opened the door, and I stepped back so that we were 6 feet, and I threw the roll at her. I thought that was funny.
There you go, Herbie.
Oh boy. Keep them in check.
Yes, we have a huge crowd tonight, so.
Good luck.
Right. Now, I can't see it here. Do you have a wrench?
Bye, Anna.
See you, Anna. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
We will say hi to him.
Yep. Anyway, as I was saying, we have equipment for the RV that just arrived, and I want to install it. But I don't know if I should go up to Pennsylvania or not to install it, because they're like, the county is on complete lockdown. No, not anymore. They changed it. Yeah.
York County is. Adams is not.
Hanover's in York County.
No, it's in Adams.
I looked because I was wondering the same thing too. So yeah, York County, where our RV is at a storage lot, is technically you're not supposed to be out there. It's said for critical life-threatening things. That's the only reason you go out. Food, but I think the liquor stores are still open, so I guess they close them up there too. That's right, because people
coming over here and taking my liquor.
People are coming down to Maryland to get liquor and beer and everything. So anyway, I don't know if I should go up to the storage lot, even though there's nobody there. There's no one ever there. And nobody's going to be coming there to pick up their RVs to go out on trips.
I don't know why you worry so much. Just go.
If
someone says, hey, you need to leave, go, all right.
I can do that, yeah. So maybe I'll do it this week. But I got to get some good weather too. At this point, we don't have any good weather.
Well, you're just going to have to wing it.
Well, maybe tomorrow. Although I got some work to do tomorrow. So we'll see. But anyway, look for a vlog of that, and if you like technology with RV stuff, that will be a good vlog, I think, because I think it's pretty cool. It'll be interesting to see it work. Of course, we won't get to test it for a while. I can install it, but
we'll drive it around
yeah.
Walmart and back.
Right. Well, actually, this is something we were thinking about doing, is going up and actually picking our camper up out of the storage lot and bringing it back to our house and putting it in our front yard. Our yard is very wet right now.
I was going to say, sinking it into our front yard.
The camper weighs almost 10,000 pounds, so it will sink in deeply. When we actually brought it home the first time, I brought it up to the street and I was trying to like get it over a little bit out of the traffic. And as soon as I hit the, you remember that? As soon as I hit the mud, the camper just started sliding. And it wasn't even mud, it was just soft ground because we got a lot of rain that year. That fall it was already, we were getting a lot of rain. So anyway, that was a little bit of a nerve-wracking situation. So I've been very hesitant to bring it back. And then I did bring it back to the driveway to try to back it in.
He was like, oh, I think we can back the camper into the driveway. And, it, you know, if you've seen, you probably can't tell the steepness of the driveway if you've seen the front yard. But it's kind of steep. And I was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. But he wanted to try it anyway.
Got very, very close. All I needed was like another foot.
I swear, the bottom of the camper, you know, the bumper area was, I don't know, an inch and a half.
It was an inch and a half.
Driveway.
Inch and a half.
And then getting ready to hit the house, and the truck was still in the road.
They would have made it. If I wasn't afraid of going back a little bit further, we could have did it. But anyway, had I done that, because of the grade on the driveway, I could not have pulled, I couldn't unhooked. Because if I unhooked it, we would have never got it hooked back up because it would have been just so awkward at that angle. Mm-hmm. So anyway, we didn't do it. But I did want to back it up so that we could wash it. So we can't do that now. But we are looking at another storage lot that is being built. And they're going to have a wash bay there. And also covered storage. I don't know.
Yeah.
We were also talking about putting another driveway in and leveling it out, putting 50 amp service out there, and maybe even hook up to our septic system so that we have a dump station and all that. Whoops. Sorry about that. But it's not going to happen. Nope.
Too expensive.
It's too expensive, and with all the stuff going on now, can't afford it now. We had grand plans. We were talking about putting a big garage that we can back the camper into, and then, you know, with a big door. Oh, yeah,
Might as well.
I believe it. Yeah.
You just camp in it. It's like going on vacation. Somewhere new.
Well, in RV Daydreams chat the other night, we were talking about coming out to your driveway. We might have to do that. That might be the only time we get away.
Ohio?
Yeah, Ohio.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh.
Not here. You can't see it.
Oh, okay. Not in the chat here.
No, in this chat, but you can't see
Oh,
it.
did it scroll? I could see it. I could do this.
Good.
But anyway, yeah, that might be what we have to do. Herbie, I know you just jumped in here, but if you get an opportunity when this is finished and it uploads or does whatever it has to do, go back and watch that animation that I did, the little video I did for our trip in July. That's why I was asking you if you had a channel logo the other day.
I thought it looked good. This
Yeah,
picture.
yeah, it worked out good. Yep.
Are you gonna
Too
talk
tight.
about
Oh, we can't put the slides out.
Are you talking about the giveaway thing?
No, we're gonna do that in just in a regular vlog later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did talk about that earlier. You weren't paying attention. And as usual, wasn't listening to me.
It's not important.
No.
I don't know what that is.
So what is everybody else doing during this quarantine? I mean, I know some people are still working, which is great. I'm so happy for you. But if you're not working, what are you doing? Are you just like laying around sleeping? Or are you actually able to do some stuff? Get out and do yard work? Doing nice, Em. Sorry, that's got to be really loud.
So yeah, Herbie, it was good. You know, we were looking through all the movies because we have a lot, but we were just like, I've seen it.
Good night, Marie.
But it was all right. And Connor came.
Thanks
down
for
and
stopping
spent
by.
a little time with us, so that was nice of him.
What was the question?
How was the movie?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was. We hadn't seen that in a long time, so it was actually kind of fun to see. And with us going to Universal Studios in Orlando all the time, their ride down there, the Men in Black ride, is really cool. And watching the movie again and seeing how they laid out the entire building down there, it was like, whoa, this is like so much like the movie. So
it's kind of fun to watch movies from different decades because you watch Will Smith and the way he was dressed, and I'm like, did we really dress like that in the 90s?
Right.
It was not that long ago, but
it was a long time ago.
Fashion changes so quickly.
That was 20 years ago.
Well, it doesn't feel that long ago.
20 years ago.
Marcus mowed the grass Saturday.
Oh yeah, mowing the grass. Oh, it needs to be mowed. Next week, maybe. Yeah, what do you use for a tractor, or do you just use a push mower, Mike?
I would hope he has a tractor.
I think he does. I think I remember seeing on one of his logs him talking about that. I think probably what we'll do is we'll do this later, or another time. Trying not to catch it. Yeah. How are you handling that out there? I mean, I'm a nervous wreck when I go out. I think every surface has a virus on it at this point. And it's actually quite nerve-wracking. And I've run out of hand sanitizer. So when I go out and I go to job sites and stuff, when I am going out, which is rare, but I mean, I'm out of hand sanitizer. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have to bring a bottle of whiskey with me now. And then I'm going to get arrested because I have an open bottle of whiskey in the car with me. I don't know. Casey Carr mowed the lawn today.
Good job, Casey.
Yep. All the bars are shut down in Oregon, so thank God I know a place that's a kegerator.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Have you not watched his mowing videos?
Mike, I haven't actually, or Heidi, I have not seen it. No, wait a minute. No, I have seen one. Wasn't it Heidi? She was out mowing? I think it was. I think. That was a while ago.
I'm not allowed to ride the mower.
You've driven it before.
I don't know, you never let me. I don't know why.
I guess I'm going to have to go back and look for the 20 mowing videos that they have.
Well, Casey, hopefully your friend with the kegerator lives close by.
Yeah. The Beetle answer, don't have to touch anybody. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't have to touch anybody, but what about, like, surfaces around you? That's the only thing. Oh, my gosh.
I told Marcus, Tim, that we should do a meetup in Wildwood, too.
Yeah. Hey, Tim. Thank you. Appreciate it. We really enjoyed doing the Wildwood vlogs, too. And that was actually one of the things that we were going to do this summer. We might still do it. This time, I think we're actually going to probably stay at one of the motels there.
Yeah.
But then again, with everything that's going on now, do we want to have a motel or do we want to stay in our own place?
I don't think they'll be open. If this continues the way it is.
Yeah, that's true. And they're not open now anyway, so anybody that might have been infected is not going to be there.
I would go back to the Heart of Wildwood. Isn't that where we stayed? The AA?
AA Heart of Wildwood, yeah. There's a lot of new hotels, and that other one's being built right now too. I forget what it's called, but there's a new one being built on Rio Grande and Atlantic Avenue, I think. And it's supposed to be a pretty big campground, a pretty big hotel. So it'll be in
Where are they putting it?
Atlantic and what I just said it. Atlantic and Rio Grande. Yeah, door handles, yep.
Oops, I spelled it wrong.
Oh.
All right, Tim, I just sent you a message.
That seems to be the big thing with Wildwood Fanatics. Whose pizza do you like the most on the boardwalk? And we've always been Max fans. I think over the years they have declined, but occasionally we get a good pizza pie there. Occasionally. It's not as good as it used to be though. It's weird. It seems like earlier in the season we seem to get better pizzas than later in the season for some reason. But that might have a condo in.
Oh,
that's cool.
Mom and Dad have a condo in the Crest. They're right across from the beach.
Max for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right, Tim, you can stay.
That's right. Don't kick them out.
Well, I did try Sam's. If you saw that video last year, I think it was the first time I say it was the first time I tried it. He says I tried Sam's Pizza.
You did.
But oh, Herbie, please. And I tried Sam's, and it was pizza. It wasn't anything special.
Yeah.
It was good, but wasn't.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Wow.
Oh, geez. Well, if they sell it, I hope they don't change anything, and I hope they keep it Max. Because I just won't go to Wildwood anymore.
Okay. Well, when our son Garrett, who is in California right now, hears that will be very sad for him.
Yeah.
He wants to go this year.
Yep. Mike, I had a Montgomery Ward's tractor when we first moved up here, and I used to mow 2 acres with it, and I beat the living crap out of that thing. We had a, I mean, it was fine for a while. It had like a 40-inch mowing deck, a 38 or 40-inch mowing deck, and for an acre and a half, it's just not enough. It took me about 4.5 hours to mow. It took her 4.5 hours to mow, because you used to mow on that thing too.
Yeah,
you
no, I
did.
didn't.
Okay, I think you did.
Stories up
Okay,
there.
you just don't remember. But it took forever and ever going around that. And of course, we had less stuff taking up square footage out there at the time. We didn't have the garden, we didn't have the greenhouse, we didn't have all the plots with the like strawberries and the raspberries and everything. So we I mean, it worked good. It was a Montgomery Ward. I think it may have been an MTD tractor back when MTD was MTD, but it was okay. And then I kind of ruined the transmission because I got a blade for it, and then I started pushing snow with it, and I pushed a lot of snow with it, and it kind of destroyed it. It was like a hydrostatic transmission on it.
Max is not selling. It's the condos.
Oh, okay. Whew. Sorry to hear that, though. We had talked about buying a condo there or a house or something at Wildwood many years ago. That was when they used to advertise for $35,000 you could get a condo, like practically right on the beach. Okay, so Herbie likes thick crust. Yeah, I'm kind of a thin crust kind of person. I like the thin crust. It's better being on keto to eat thin crust too. Yes, it is.
Because you're doing so well.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I'm back on keto today. Yesterday was a cheat day.
Micah's here. Hi, Micah.
Hey, Micah, how you doing? Hope you're okay out in West Virginia.
Oh, it's Debbie.
Oh, okay. Hi, Debbie. I hope you're okay over there.
Debbie's being incognito with her
Oh,
daughter's account.
okay.
Is your study over, Debbie? Hi, Connor.
Hey,
You gonna pop your head in?
Sure.
you missed Anna.
I wish I am.
She took off.
Oh, look who we found.
Hello.
It's Connor, everybody.
Yeah, and then you'll pop in here in about 30 seconds because there's such a delay. I don't know why. Tonight it wasn't that bad. The other night it wasn't so bad.
Seeds though, that's what you guys wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I got 2 large bags of that. Because Mom said she wanted 2.
Okay.
No crust. What are you talking about, Herbie? Thick crust, thin crust, no crust?
How can you eat a pizza with no crust?
Just eat the cheese and sauce.
The cheese and the sauce? You just like, yeah, but
Yes.
what?
Beach Creek, didn't we
Oh, yeah.
do a video on that?
We did.
Yeah.
Yep. The
Silver
Wildwood,
Bullet, no.
the Wildwood 2019 vlog that has the picture of the tram car on it. I think it's on. Is it on that? Or is it on? Did I do another one? Anyway, I think it's on that one. We went to Beach Creek and we went there like 20 years ago and it was good. And then we actually every year we went, we would eat there, and then the food started declining, I thought. And then
It's very picky.
I am. But this time back, the food was amazing, and so was the service was great. We had a fantastic time.
Good peanut butter chocolate cookies.
Hunter's telling me that he bought me junk food.
Mm-hmm. Alright, bye now.
Bye.
See ya.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
love you
wash
too.
up?
I did.
Okay.
All right. Burn your clothes.
Yeah.
Decontaminate.
Yeah.
Make sure you wash yourself down with Simple Green and alcohol and gasoline and lighter fluid. Okay.
You're still working, Chuck?
Oh, he's watching while he's working. Thanks, Chuck. We appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully we'll be able to get together this summer.
Oh. No Papa Murphy's.
Take and bake.
There's not a lot of chains, I don't think, out here besides like Pizza Hut and Papa John's.
Papa John's. Domino's.
Yeah.
That's about it. Oh, we do have Little Caesars too. And when we were out in Ohio, we wanted to try east of Chicago,
Yeah.
and it never happened, unfortunately.
And where we went to dinner with you guys, Heidi and Mike, we went to that taco place, and then we went to Bone Shakers, and then we came back to the taco place because across the street there was a gas station. Well, guess what else was right across the street?
It was Little Caesars.
No, it was the East of Chicago Pizzeria.
Oh.
They were closed.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, when I filled it up with gas, yep. And that's actually the one that we were gonna go to, but they had closed like a half an hour later, or earlier. All right, Chuck, we'll definitely do it. As soon as all this crap is over, we'll definitely get together, head down to the Eastern Shore or something, or somewhere.
And Chuck, you need to tell Marie she's got to reply to the text messages.
Yes, it's very important.
Or Chuck, you send Marcus your phone number and we'll just text you.
Yeah.
Mallory's here.
Hey, Mallory.
Yeah. Yeah, we have Pizza Hut.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, we haven't eaten there in years. And then when I say that, I mean, it's been 20 years.
And we have 2 in Carroll County.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Connor has some friends that work there, or a friend that works there, and he's been there a couple of times. It's gross pizza.
He's a pizza snob.
I am. We have a pizza place, I don't know if I've talked about it before, that's in Baltimore, and I actually drive an hour one way to get their pizzas because they're so good.
We did that last week.
I know.
Yeah.
Right before the live stream we did it. Their pizzas, they only sell one size. It's 12-inch pizza. And they're actually not quite round. They're almost like rectangular or square. But if you look it up, it's called Gil's Pizza, G-I-L-S. They've been around since 1948 or 49, I think. It's switched owners, obviously, many times. But the recipe has pretty much remained the same. But oh my gosh, the pizza is so good. I don't think there's a better pizza on this planet.
Did I tell the story about the bulletproof glass and the...
No, you didn't. Last weekend.
So we went down to go pick up the pizza last Saturday, and it's not a great neighborhood. It's not
No.
horrible, but it's not It's not great.
Somebody was murdered a block away from here, or from their place, like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Frankfurt Avenue, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
it's getting bad, unfortunately.
But we went down Saturday to get pizza, and the guy has bulletproof glass, but he leaves it open, like a big 2-foot square section. He just opens the door and leaves it open. So I really don't know why he bothers with bulletproof glass. But anyway, he had it closed when I went to get the pizza, and I said, "Are you having problems lately with crime or anything?" And he's like, "No, I have the glass closed up because of the virus." And I was like, "Oh." And then when I looked up, the glass doesn't even touch the ceiling. It was like a 2-inch gap all the way across the top, and I was like,
And doesn't it have holes too? So like you can hear other people talking.
Cracks, obviously, where the door opens
Yeah.
and stuff. But
That was actually kind of funny.
yeah, I don't think the glass will stop the virus, especially when there's air gaps everywhere.
Tim, we've gone to Cape May a number of times, especially when our kids were younger. We used to go down there. We'd go to the beach that has the Cape May diamonds, and so it's been a couple of years since we've gone over that bridge. I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about the drawbridge, and there's like the I think is it Doxy? The seafood company, the big seafood company. They have all the ships that come in with clams and all that, the clammers. But anyway, yeah, we've been over there, and I like that area too.
Wow.
Yeah. And occasionally we'll go down to downtown Cape May and drive around a little bit. We had breakfast down there at one of the cafes, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was pretty good. I had a crab omelet. That's what I remember about it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was a little dry, but it was tasty.
Aw,
Wedgwood Pizza in Youngstown has a pretty established reputation.
that's very nice, Tim.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Was it in Cape May or on the bridge? Oh, I'm sorry.
Sunset.
Oh, at Sunset, okay.
I'm assuming you mean Sunset the restaurant, not Sunset the time.
Well, no, because up here he was saying, you guys ever cross the bridge to Cape May and want to do vlogs there? Maybe
Sunset
Washington
Beach.
and Sunset Beach. Okay. Yeah, so Sunset Beach is where the diamonds are. Yeah, I believe.
That's where we were.
Yeah. I couldn't remember the name of it.
Saltwater Cafe. He said.
It could be that, yeah. That sounds familiar. It was like right in downtown Cape May. Yeah. But it's that's a very nice area. I love the architecture down there. It's beautiful. Yeah. You go from that style that I guess it's Jersey Shore style, what is it, Elizabethan architecture, and then you go into Wildwood and it's like 50s. It's quite a clash between the two. Sunset the time on times. That's the beach. Okay.
Yeah, you understand that?
Yeah, that's where it is. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do that again. I don't know if you watched our vlog from Cape Charles. I was getting ready to say Cape May. The latest video that we did, because we visited Cape Charles back in August of last year. They have a similar beach there, and everybody goes out there to watch the sunsets, and it's a lot of fun to go out there. But catching the sunset at the perfect time when the weather is perfect with the clouds and all that, it can be tough sometimes. And this past trip, we actually went fishing, and
Hi, Brenda.
hey Brenda, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. So anyway, I got an actual shot, and I did a time lapse of it. And it was really cool. But I definitely would like to check out the Sunset Beach and do a vlog from there or something. That's what we should do. We'll not necessarily focus on Wildwood. We'll go up there and we'll camp at another campground, maybe one a little bit closer to Cape May, and then we'll travel around and just shoot Cape May.
Okie dokie.
Downtown Cape May, do Sunset Beach. We can go over to, well, actually you can't get in, but there's the what is it? The not Naval Air Force, but there's a museum over there for aircraft.
Yeah, I think I wanted to take the kids when they were little, and that never happened.
We went there. We did. We were there. You don't remember going and like sitting in the helicopter and everything? Oh my gosh, hon, you never remember anything. But that was a long time ago. Garrett's 21, and he was probably 4 years old when we went, so back in ancient times. That's cool. What kind of LSR did you get? DSLR did you get? Yes, that's right, Herbie. We were hanging out with the. Well, actually, the Wonderful Weekenders.
Oh, they didn't go.
They didn't go. No, they had a death in the family, unfortunately. Yeah. The first trip we went. Yeah, we were hanging out with them. That was in the spring of last year. And do you know what that? I think that was. It's coming up because didn't we go on April 1st last year?
We went in May.
Was it May? I thought it was early April. Well, that was like our third camping trip, wasn't it, of that last season?
Yeah, we started March. We went to the place with the words on the hill.
No, that wasn't the first place. Mary Meadows was the first place. The second place was you and I. We went down to Endless Caverns in Virginia, and that's where I found the problem with the sidewall in the camper, and I freaked out. And then the third trip was, I think it was Cape Charles. That was probably our third trip, yeah.
And did you ever tell everybody about the about saving the gentleman when we went to Endless Caverns? Did you talk about that on the vlog?
I can't remember.
Well, we saved someone's life.
Did we talk about it on the live stream last week?
No, I don't think so.
All right, this might be a repeat, but this is actually, it's kind of funny in retrospect. When we were at Endless Caverns, Michelle and I, I think it was Saturday night. We arrived on a Friday night, and Saturday night, her and I had just finished dinner, and when we're camping, we like to go out and do a walk around the campground a couple times. And Endless Caverns campground, if you're camping at the bottom of the hill, in order to walk the loops, you have to go up the side of the mountain, and it's very strenuous. But so we were walking up the mountain, and I think it was on our way down, I noticed that there was water pouring out of this brand new Class A. It was just pouring out of the lower luggage area.
Yeah, we were we were walking by it, and we just kept looking at it and thinking,
yeah,
I don't think it's supposed to be
yeah,
that.
it's just something is not right. So I walked around to the side with Michelle, and there was a gentleman sitting in the driver's seat, and he said, we said, do you know that there's water pouring out of the side of your camper? And he's like, there is? Really? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, he said, I didn't know that. And I was like, would you like me to turn it off? Hey, Northwoods. Thanks for joining us. Northwoods. Sorry. Very tired tonight. But anyway, so I went ahead and turned the water off for him because he's like, I can't get out. I'm stuck in the camper. The doors are locked and I can't get out. He was stuck in there with his 4-year-old son. And so I turned the water off for him, and then I went over and started talking to him. And he actually had just bought this RV, brand new. It's like a $350,000 Class A, like 42 foot, beautiful, beautiful camper. So he had just gotten there, he had just set up, and he went back into the camper to get something. He closed the door behind him, and when he went to go back out, the door wouldn't open. And he could not get out of the camper unless he climbed out a window.
He had a 4-year-old with him.
Yeah, 4-year-old with him. So anyway,
Did you tell him that when we walked by and we were talking to him, and there was a car parked in front, and it was his mom?
Oh yeah, that's right. She was sitting in the car, yeah.
I guess just for moral support.
They didn't know what to do. So actually what I did is I went back to the camper and I did some Googling and researched the type of camper that he had and the type of door that he had. And we figured out how to disassemble the lock. And he didn't have any tools with him either. So I got my drill and I handed everything through the window to him. And he was able to disassemble the inside part of the lock and then we were able from the outside to pull the door open, the locking mechanism or the latch mechanism, the handle, enough that I could get my hand in there and grab the it's not a line, it's a rod, and I was able to grab the rod enough to pull it up so that we could get the door open. And then he got out and was very thankful, and I actually disassembled the whole door assembly and put it back together. But apparently this is a common problem with a lot of Class A's. But that was how we started basically our camping season last year. And of course,
You fixed a bunch of things for his.
I did.
camper.
So I mean, he was new to RVing. This was his first time out, and a couple of his circuit breakers had tripped in his camper, and outlets weren't working. So I was able to help him with that, and then actually I showed him how to turn the dials on his water system so that instead of filling up his tank, he was using pressurized water from the campground. And that's why I don't know, he filled up his tank and he thought he just had the hose hooked up so that he could get water pressure, but then it just started like overflowing. And in that camper, when the tank overflowed, it actually overflowed into the baggage compartment underneath.
I thought it
Yeah,
was just overflowing the tank.
it was, but it was coming into that. That's why I was dumping out the doors.
Herbie asking me, was it a Monaco? I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember. I don't remember either.
It wasn't a Tiffin, right? No.
No. I think all I know is when I looked it up, it had like a retail price of like $350,000, and it was a diesel pusher, I
Right,
think.
and the
Yeah.
I guess the builders of the RV, not an RV, what do they call it? Is it an RV?
Mm-hmm.
The builders of the RV were like, well, we can't really help you. You know, it was over the weekend. They're like, we'll get
Right.
a tech out to you on Monday.
Yeah.
The guy's stuck in the camper and can't get out.
And his dealer was absolutely no help
And
whatsoever.
all you had to do was unscrew a bunch of screws, and
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, and of course he was in a bind because he didn't have any tools. So had we not come along,
Yeah.
he would have been stuck in there for quite a while.
But it was interesting. They were nice people. We got to chat with them and hang out and learn about his history, and that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
We have his card, his business card, and we should
Get in contact
get in
with him.
touch with him. He wanted to camp again, but we haven't
Yeah.
done that.
I definitely want to go back to Endless Caverns. That was a lot of fun. And we went down there to go to Luray Caverns because I'd never been there before. Michelle went when she was little, but that was kind of like a bucket list thing for me. And we did it that weekend, and but man, was it windy that weekend, driving over the mountains to get to and from there. But Endless Caverns, they have caverns on their property, so we wanted to check that out and see
we
what
do it?
we didn't do it. No.
Oh.
So we need to go back. And plus the fact I don't know if it was because it was early in the season, but that campground was quiet. It was very nice.
Well, it was very early, though.
It was, yeah. But it was tree covered. There's great hiking. Of course, we hiked up to, well, first off, if you've ever driven down 81 in Virginia and you look off to the left-hand side if you're heading southbound, there's an Endless Caverns sign. It's like the Hollywood sign, and it's on the side of the mountain. But that's where the campground is. We hiked up to the top of those where the letters were, and that was neat. And of course, we did a vlog of that too. So it's in our playlist from last year for all the campgrounds that we went to. Anybody have any questions?
Nope, he was just saying that the Holiday Rambler in Monaco's had that problem. I said a lot
Okay.
of them have that problem.
Yeah, I was reading, Herbie, that a lot of the Class A's do. This particular, all the manufacturers use this lock.
Door handle.
Yeah. And then I told him about the RV lock company for doing an electronic lock, and he said he was going to look into it. And then Mike and Heidi, maybe you can shed some light on this because I think you guys have that on your camper. What do you think? Because I'm like talking to a couple of manufacturers now, and everybody was like big on the RV lock company, and now a couple years have passed, and there's a lot of people that aren't real happy with them because the front of them is falling apart. The letters are coming off, and just like the lock's not working properly. I don't know, because I was thinking about getting one for ours, because you know, it's everybody knows the thing about locks with RVs. So keys working on or a lot of the same campers.
Really?
You didn't know that?
No.
You can go through a campground and the key will. I think there's like 4 master keys throughout the entire RV industry. So you got a 1 in 4 chance of, or something like that, getting into somebody's coach. Yeah. The secret's out. I'm sure everybody knows about that on the.
Cliff and a Newmar use a better one, I guess.
Probably, yeah. But anyway, that was. We'll definitely want to go back down to Endless Caverns. It was all under trees. Oh, and the weekend that we went, we were talking about the wind. I think Saturday night that we were under a tornado warning, and we were like flipping out.
No,
and
we were not flipping out. No, we weren't.
So the next morning, we heard a crash because we're under a bunch of trees, and I'm walking around, and literally this tree snapped off from the top and fell, and it was like 25 feet from another camper that was.
Debbie, if you were still here, you remember that because you were coming down here to check on Connor for us, and you said it's really windy. It's really windy. I don't know if you remember that.
Everybody would tip. Oh, Newmar.
Keys work easy.
Fine. Mike says our RV lock is so fine so far. For the only 2 drawbacks that we ran into. One, yeah, the on-off button is easy to hit, but so the remote control quit working. Ah, okay. Huh. Yeah, I mean, as expensive as those things are, you'd think they'd make them a little bit better.
Well, I slept fine. I didn't care. I didn't think a tree would land on us. He was worried.
Oh, the RV lock keys break. Okay. Slightly smaller to grab. Okay. I was actually looking at another company, and I reached out to them about maybe doing a review on their product because it looked like it was pretty nice. The internal mechanism and the handle and the inside part were all steel.
You talked to him, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I reached out to them, and they, because of all this coronavirus stuff going on, of course, everything made in China, there was a delay in the manufacturing process. They said that they were going to talk to me about it. So hopefully at some point, and that's not the product, obviously, that I want to get installed, that arrived a couple of days ago. Well, I'll be shooting a vlog about that this week. Definitely.
For what?
I'm not saying. I don't want anybody to know.
Oh, okay.
You know what it is.
What?
If I tell you, they're going to hear anyway.
Side?
Yes. Yeah. He broke 2 keys on the deadbolt. Oh my gosh. Was the key like stuck in there? How did you get it out? It looks like we have less of a delay now. Now, our delay is now down to about 15 seconds. Earlier in the stream, it was nearly a minute. Huh. So I don't remember the manufacturer that I talked about or talked to for putting on to our camper, but they did not have cargo locks yet. They said they were working on them, but they didn't have a timeline for when those were going to be released. And I really want to have one of those too, because I wanted to change out all the locks on the camper.
I'll be pain in the butt.
How did he get it? Oh, it took the lock apart. Okay.
Pain.
Now, see, I would have probably tried like a high-powered magnet to see if it would grab it and pull it out. I don't know if it would be strong enough to get it out, though. See, he's drunk with power already. He has nobody to ban, so he's starting to take his own messages out.
So what is the plan for this week? Anybody that's still here, what is the plan? Any exciting plans? So no, nothing exciting for us. Same old, same old. Maybe another movie.
Yeah. I know, Mike. Yep. That's funny.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I think it's wrap it up time.
Yeah, we've been doing this for an hour.
That's long.
I think you've had enough.
That's long.
I'd love to do it for like 7 hours, 10 hours. I don't know how Mike and Heidi do it. I just don't know how they do it. I have trouble keeping up with them on the other side of the keyboard. It's crazy. Trying to get Heidi to burn a couple weeks vacation just to stay home away from all. Oh,
Well-
yeah, definitely.
Well, Mike, just so you know, I told her to quit, so I'm on your side.
All right, so she wants to wrap it up now. I want to thank everybody for coming and joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. I don't know how often we're going to do this. This is the second week in a row. Probably not next weekend. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still like to do the murder mystery stuff or missing persons or something. I don't know. That just fascinates me a lot, and I'd
Well, do you
like to hear
guys
input.
want to do that just because it fascinates you?
I know.
It doesn't
I know.
fascinate you.
And she also did something that she wanted to do tonight, but I don't know. I think we need more people to do this. So I don't think we have enough people.
Ask 2 questions.
Well, go ahead, you do it.
Yukon Jack. That is that's Mike's favorite drink too. Oh, working the farm. Debbie, you need to take a break.
Yeah, and actually, nobody would know this, but our friend Debbie, they have a farm that's down in southern Carroll County, and that actually might be our first camping trip. That isn't a campground at this point.
Yukon and Duracell. That's a scary combination.
Geez, Brenda, how did your power go out? Did you have a power outage from a storm, or was it just the power get cut? You have to ask these questions nowadays because we're in like very strange times. I mean, gosh, who knows? You could have a power outage because everybody at the power plant is sick, and they like all start dropping dead,
Yeah.
and the equipment doesn't get operated, and then everybody's power goes out. Who knows? It could happen.
Good. So anyway, I thought if we had a lot of people in the chat room, it would be fun to do a Q&A just to get to know everybody a little bit better. So I'll just ask 2, and then you can participate if you would like, and we'll see how that goes. So I know one question I'm going to ask, but I'm going to save this one question. I'm only going to do 2, but I'll save that for last. So I think the first one, I thought this was very interesting. And the question is, what game or movie universe would you most like to live in? So, and I would even throw a book in there. So a game, movie, or book universe that you would most likely like to live in. You don't understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Instead of living in this world.
I understand. Well, currently we're not living in our world. This is like totally different. It's a different world now.
Herbie says you watch too much Walking Dead. So maybe that's the world that Marcus wants to live in, is Walking Dead's world.
Actually, I haven't watched Walking Dead in about 3 years now. But I did watch it, yeah. Hey, it started getting too monotonous for me.
All right, so I'll answer the question.
I was trying to think of it.
What game, movie, or book universe would you most like to live in? And I think I would like to live with Thor.
Of course. You'd like to live at Ragnarok?
Wherever Thor wants to go, I'll go with him. Yeah, why not? What's wrong with Ragnarok?
I don't know.
You can go through that little beamy thing and then go to another planet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go there. So does anyone else have an answer?
Everybody's like, oh my gosh.
What is your answer?
I don't know. I have to think about this. I've never really thought about it. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, that's funny, Herbie. You should say that because that's one.
That's about one we just stopped watching.
Yeah, we stopped watching. And you know what? The whole Negan thing was just too. It was just too violent. That last episode when he beat the crap out of Glenn, that was it. I'm like, I'm done. I don't need to watch this anymore.
What is Pleasantville?
I don't
I
know.
was gonna say is that Superman, but that's Smallville.
Pleasantville.
Gosh. Thank you, Brenda. Harry Potter does sound like fun.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. I didn't think about that Harry Potter world.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah,
That's cool.
because it's actually going down to Universal and going to the two different parks. It's pretty cool. And I'd like the oh my gosh, who is it? The place that has all the magic stuff, the like the fireworks and everything. The two brothers.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that place is called, but if that was real, that would be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, so Harry Potter world for me.
Copycat. Can't
Okay,
get
all right,
someone
fine.
else to answer.
All right, it would be Middle Earth.
What?
Middle Earth.
I don't know what that
Lord
is.
of the Rings.
Oh,
That would be my
I've
second
watched.
choice, but that's what I would say. Because there's so many different places to visit in Middle Earth. Yeah, we could be.
All right, so since everybody's got a lot of doom and gloom news,
You'd have to
Going
serve
on.
Thor's sister.
what does that mean?
You'd have to be her servant.
Why?
I don't know.
So with all the bad news and the icky stuff going on, the last question I will pose is, what is the best thing that happened to you last week? Isn't that a nice positive end? What is the best thing that
gosh.
happened to you last week? Oh, I like that answer, Debbie.
I woke up every day and I was still alive. I don't know. Well, let's see. I can tell you all the negative things that happened last week. And it was about all these cancellations and everything.
Herbie wants to work on the with Captain Kirk.
That's cool. Reese Witherspoon, Tobey Maguire gets stuck in their TV set. And oh, okay. I think I remember seeing that. Reese Witherspoon and Tobey Maguire get stuck in their TV.
I've never ever seen that, Mike.
Is it called Pleasantville? Because if it is, we got to see it.
Yeah,
that sounds
that
interesting.
sounds really cool.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. So anyway, what's the best thing that happened to you last week? I will say for me, what is the best thing that happened to me last
See,
week?
you can't think of anything, can you? I cooked you dinner twice. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and Ragnarok.
Oh, Mike. I don't know. What is the best thing that happened to me last week?
Come on.
I guess I got to go to work 2 days
Yeah, that's good.
instead of no days.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll go with. That was the best thing for me.
Yeah, well, okay, so the best thing that happened with me last week is I felt really good about being able to help out some of my clients to help them get through this hardship because I know it affects a lot of their people. So that was probably the best thing that happened for me. And we got everything working by Friday afternoon. Yeah, and tomorrow they'll be calling me saying, "Oh my God, this is not working."
That's okay. You
Yeah.
should put little bugs in
Oh, yeah, right.
to make things not work. So they call you.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. So let's give some people a chance to answer your questions since there's a delay, and then we'll wrap it up.
Well, I will have to check out Pleasantville. That is on my list to watch this week.
Pleasantville.
Look it up.
Put it in your phone.
Hopefully it's free.
Yeah.
You can check it out.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do while she's looking at this? I'm going to play that video one more time. So if anybody was in here and didn't see it, or they weren't in here and didn't see it earlier, I will play it. And hopefully it plays. But then it's probably going to screw us up and we're going to get tiny again. But anyway, this is about our trip that we have planned with RV Daydream and Herbie. And he's Red Jaguar 100 Travels. And that's going to be July 10th through the 17th at Pirate Land Camping Resort in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And if you'd like to join us, please go check out the website. They have all the information there, how much it costs. And we're going to be doing a get together if people show up, and if we actually can go. And we're going to have a good time. We need it. We're going to have a very good time. And it's all going to come together. I can feel it. This is all going to be behind us very soon. And we're all going to be out camping and having a good time again. Or whatever you're doing. Going to Wildwood. Going to Universal. Going to Disney. Going to the beach. Going to work.
All right. It's funny.
Oh.
Is it?
Thank you, Herbie. That's very nice. That was her idea.
I still have to do the other side of the street and down the hill.
We gotta go down the hill. As soon as we have some good weather again, we'll probably wind up doing that. That's right, Herbie. That's what you got to do. That's like we talked about the other night. We got to think positive about it, and everything's going to come out right, and we'll be able to do that trip.
Yep, I'm not worried about it.
Just think about it this way. In another month and a half, we're going to be planning the drive down, and we're going to talk about menu items, the food that we're going to enjoy down there.
Apparently, we're going to bring a lot of Yukon Jack.
And yeah, Yukon Jack. Yeah. They'll need that to sterilize everything down there anyway. Oh, you know what? Before we go, Herbie, you had mentioned this. Are you actually going to bring a smoker with you? Because if you don't bring one, I'm definitely going to bring one. And what I plan to do before we head down there is I'm going to season probably a pork butt and a brisket and maybe some chicken wings or something like that. I don't know. No, they were good.
I like chicken.
They were good.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll figure all that out when June hits. Well, I
I'm
appreciate
curious.
you guys chit-chatting with us.
Yeah, definitely. I want to see what he says. See if he's going to bring it. And we're definitely going to do Belgian waffles, bacon, sausage, all that good stuff. Man, the delay's starting to get worse again. Look, we just hit 10 subscribers or viewers. And then it drops off pretty quick. People are like, oh crap, I hit the wrong feed. What am I doing here again?
All right, maybe he didn't hear you.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he stepped away. All right, so we're going to wrap it up for this evening. Once again, thanks again for stopping by and chatting with us tonight. We really appreciate it. And we had a good time again, and I'd like to definitely do it again in the future.
We shall.
Yeah. Oh, and be sure to watch our vlog coming up this week for the 500 subscriber giveaway. And if you know anybody that is on YouTube and they don't know about our channel, please reach out to them, share some of our videos with them so that we can get our subscriber count up. That would help us a tremendous amount. The big goal is 1,000 for us. We're over halfway there. I want to reach 1,000. I don't care if we stop there. I just want to hit 1,000.
We'll see you out
See you
there.
guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a nice night, Brenda.
Bye-bye.
All right. We'll wrap it up.
Yep.
Good night.
Oh, got a text.